Now we'll move on to our next topic under shell scripting, that is conditional statements. In different programming language, you must have used the if clause, as in to run the particular statements in the program based on some conditions. So same concept will be followed in shell scripting. It has the concept of conditional statements in it. So first we'll discuss if command concept. So if statements and closely related case statements allow us to make a decisions in a bash script. If a given condition is true, then command 1 is executed, else it's not. So if we have syntax as if, condition or expression. So if this condition is true, then the command 1, if condition is true, will be executed. So all the commands that are there between then and fi will be executed only if the condition is true. So we'll now look into an example which shows that we'll execute a command as in cat test.txt. Echo $? Will return as if the cat command returns 0, the exit status on successful, and this can be used in if condition as follows. So what we'll do here to check the file if it exists or not. So what it will do, we'll create a file, show file. It will check for a condition if the cat of $1, that is parameter passed, if it is successful, as in if the exit status is 0, then it will echo that file was found and successfully echoed. Else it will do nothing because we don't have any else clause here. So it's just an if. So if this file exists, then it will echo that file successfully found and echoed. So I'll show you this in PuTTY and we'll see how this works. So we'll create a file first, as in vi testfile.sh. So I'll first clear the screen. We'll do as vi testfile.sh. So to come into insert mode, as in edit mode, we will press escape I, and then I'll just copy this text from here directly into vi editor. So now I'll to enter and to save it colon. So it was in insert mode, so escape colon wq exclamation to save the file. So now we'll create a file touch. Touch will create an empty file, touch abc.txt. So now we have file in this directory, that is abc.txt. Now I'll execute this testfile.sh. So the command is test underscore fle, I missed I here, .sh. I'll search for abc now. So I'll run this to check whether abc is present or not. So while I execute, as abc file is present here, so it will say file abc.txt found and successfully echoed. How this was executed is, we have a script if cat of $1 is the parameter passed. So here we pass the parameter as abc.txt. So if this command is successfully run, then it will go into this condition to print /n/n, that is 2 blank lines, and then it will echo file $1. $1 will display the file name, that is the parameter passed, that is abc.txt, found and successfully echoed. So now if I do the same thing for say text.txt. So if I do the same thing for the other file which I don't have in this directory, it will output nothing, because the command cat of the parameter passed, that is parameter passed was text.txt, this command gave the error that no such file or directory. So this was not executed successfully, it threw the error. So we get the text, the output as the error that no such file or directory exists. So this is how if statement works, as in if we want to make a decision that certain statement should execute only if certain condition is satisfied. So we'll see what the script is doing. So here is what the script does on execution. If cat command finds test.txt file and if it's successfully shown on screen, it means our cat command is successful and its exit status is 0. So our if condition is also true and hence statement this is proceed by the shell or is processed by the shell. Now if cat command is not successful, then it returns a non-zero value, indicates some sort of failure, and this statement this is skipped by a shell script. So this is how if statement works. So this was all about the if command. We'll learn more conditional statements in our further sessions. So thank you so much for attending this session.